You're tuned in to the Rome Squared podcast, presented by the Wide World of Rome, and hosted by Andrew Romanella, Rocky Romanella, and Jen Esta Costa. You can get this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. All that we ask is that when you're done, you rate, review, and share it with a friend. Also, reach out to us on social media, on Twitter and the Gram, at Coach Rocky917 and at Coach Romo24. Enjoy the show. Wow, push-ups really do get you locked in. Push-ups kind of nice.
Push-ups is the best exercise in the history of mankind.
Yeah. Is that how you feel?
There's a reason the military does push-ups.
Everyone should do push-ups.
I mean, if the military didn't do them, they wouldn't be good.
It's a good point.
The primary exercise.
That pretty much tells you everything
for the
you need
history of the military.
All right, let's do this. When I pretend everything is what I want it to be, I look exactly like what you had always wanted to see. When I pretend I can forget about the criminal I am, stealing second after second just cause I know I can. But I can't pretend this is the way it'll stay. I'm just I can't pretend I'm who you want me to be, so I'm
What is up, Romo Sapiens? How are we? Welcome in to the Rome Squared podcast. Andrew Romanella, Rocky Romanella.
How are you, Bap?
We're excited to be back and in the studio with us again. We missed her so much, Mrs. Jen Esta Costa.
Hey.
Yeah. Crowd's excited. Well, they're kind of excited.
Yeah.
They're a little mad at you, I think.
Do you feel obligated to say hey like that every time?
I don't know.
Look, now they won't stop. They're so excited.
I mean, you can't.
Super pumped to be back here on the Rome Square podcast, Wide World of Rome, the Romo Sapiens. Welcome back in. Get us on the Gram and the Twitter at Coach Romo24, at Coach Rocky917. You know we love the social media interactions.
Rome Squared.
Rome Squared. Wow, no whispers, no yells today.
Standard voice.
Standard voice.
Yeah.
Rome Squared.
Very exciting.
How have you been?
I've been outstanding. How have
Yes.
you been? I've actually had some pretty crazy occurrences. but
Really?
Yes.
Go right into it, because honestly, I feel
No
like...
foreplay.
I feel like...
Sorry.
It's just one of those times, you know? Guess it's just one of those times. No foreplay.
Just a little loose.
We're going to go right into it. Because I think I was a part of one of the crazy times that you're talking about.
Yeah, you were. You were there. So, 2 times over the course of the last 6 days, in the presence of myself and Esta Costa and you, there have been 2 fully grown, fully suspended spider and spider webs, like visible to the public.
Huge spiders.
Like gigantic spider webs.
Honestly, kind of spider webs that you see in movies and you're like, those don't actually exist.
No, yeah, it's the cartoon kind.
Well, and one of them, the one we just saw recently, was connected both to the ground, a car,
Yes, and a tree.
and a tree.
It was amazing. And like it's fully circular. It looks like a dartboard.
And just so you know, so in the past, okay, the 3 of us have had experiences with Mother Nature and other creatures to begin with.
Over the course of the last 2 weeks, there have been some serious freak animal accidents.
It started with Esta Costa. What's the name of that bug? What was the bug that I pissed off? Like a jumping cricket or something?
It was like a
that?
spider
Spider
cricket.
cricket.
It was a
Yeah,
spider cricket.
Spider cricket.
It's this green-looking thing rolling around the, what was it, the fire pit outside.
Fire pit, yeah.
And I thought, well, not a bad idea. Maybe I'll try and light it on fire.
Yeah.
Well, this spider cricket,
Very small, very unassuming.
light green, very nice coating, very nice color, in what felt like slow motion, right, guys? I mean, you witnessed
It was as if, like, imagine a plane that has to take that 90-degree turn, and the guy with the yellow thing is moving it, so you're just like...
And it's that slow, and it just eyed me up, and it just, out of nowhere, launched right at me.
Yeah, it did.
It attacked me.
Full attack mode.
Full attack mode.
Like a bullet. Like, well, yeah, it was like a rocket.
And I'm not going to lie to the Romo Sapiens, okay? I'm not going to lie to him. I jumped.
Oh, yeah.
I jumped. I swatted. I think I got it.
I got to
did.
punch you in the arm and wipe it off because you flinched so bad.
He got me. Imagine if he was just sitting there like I'd never even moved.
Dude, that bug went right at your face.
And then we took that to down the shore.
Yeah, so subsequently, after the spider cricket incident, we have now seen 2 spiders
Kinda
fully
crazy.
webbed. And listen, we're not talking, I take a broom to like that little cobweb type thing in the corner of your house.
No.
This is real life circular spider web with silk, the same stuff that Spider-Man uses.
Confirmed.
Fully webbed.
Confirmed.
Like suspended from Earth.
How many circle rungs do you believe were in both the spider webs that you saw?
Anywhere between 37 to 1,000.
No,
No, it was probably like 35.
Well, the funny thing about, and I guess maybe I don't learn from my mistakes because I messed with the first spider that we saw down the shore. We were in Long Beach Island, and Jen was sitting in like an Adirondack chair, and we all just looked up, and it was like, oh, Esta Costa, excuse me.
Yeah.
My fault.
Good call.
Trademark. And we looked up, and that gigantic spider web was sitting there. So I don't know if anyone out there has ever seen a spider eat its prey in its web, but it's a super fun thing to watch.
Planet Earth.
So I thought I would throw a leaf into the spider web, and actually that one threw it right back at me. If
It
you
did.
remember
Yeah,
correctly.
picked it up, spun it. Yeah, pick it up, spun it, threw
It
it.
threw it right back at me.
This all sounds fake. but
Yeah.
it's
It's
not.
not fake.
It's
Because
all
there's
happened.
witnesses.
So does that mean something?
Actually, so spider occurrences, yes, spiders do. Spiders mean power, strength, positivity, creativity.
Ooh.
Wow.
It's actually all good stuff because I looked it up because I was like,
Nervous.
I want to know why
Yeah,
there are
why
spiders.
are
Because you would
spiders
think
everywhere?
it could be negative.
Yeah, right. But because they're not like you said, your average cobweb spider. These are like some mean looking.
Oh no,
mofos.
they're real.
Yeah,
like it's like
don't want to mess with.
It's like
spiders.
Buzz's. It's like Buzz's tarantula from Home Alone.
Yeah.
like it's really defined.
Yes, like there's. I don't care who you are. If you're someone that says you're not a spider, I don't mind. Spiders don't bother me. This spider will bother me.
No doubt.
No doubt.
No doubt. Anyways, so yeah,
So that's good though.
Spiders for me.
Okay, good luck then. Because I was with you.
I mean,
on
you were
this.
with me the whole time, so you kind of knew. But I guess
Yeah.
maybe there are a couple things that I don't know about that you did.
Yeah, so I didn't really do much this week. And that sounds bad. Like I worked hard, did my job and stuff like that. But like, I mean, like anything that would really like intrigue people outside of my average ordinary day. But I was a part of something,
Ooh.
and a super proud moment for me. So
Very exciting.
one of my Raritan Valley baseball players put myself, my former assistant coach, who was a good buddy of mine, Brian Tompkins, and about 12 other Raritan Valley baseball players, which was, for those of you that don't know, my first college baseball coaching job, my only to date head coaching job for 2 years when I was 23, 24 years old. I think it was 2015 and 16. And they wanted to do a fantasy football league together.
Yes.
And I thought, to me, that was one of the most proud moments I've had as a coach in 6 years, because that to me means we built something special there. If 4 years later, these guys, and like I'm talking like we won 5 games my first year, and we won 7 my second year. So it's not like they remember each other and love each other because they were winning championships.
It was positive though.
But that's my saying. So through that experience this week, I've been super stoked because I don't want to add any more fantasy football leagues to my Rolodex, but I'm okay adding this one because it's like a very proud moment, and it's almost like, okay, this is why I coach. And whether you're a coach of a sport or you're a coach of life or you're a coach in your aspect of people underneath you,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's about relationships, building relationships, and keeping those relationships. And I feel like that, to me, at least if we didn't win, which is what quote-unquote people in this industry are defined by, which I disagree with, I think we won by seeing that happen.
Definitely. I mean, there's no better feeling than watching people stay in touch based on like something that you brought them together doing. It's really nice.
Yeah, 100%. And that kind of brings me, honestly, right into my suggestion for the week,
Suggestion box.
which, okay, I like that name because I'm not a fan of just calling it suggestions.
Well, I mean, it's like
very
it's like
vague.
tip of the week.
Yeah, but you're right. Tip of the week. I kind of like suggestion box. Maybe we could use some like synonyms for suggestion.
Synonyms for suggestion.
I don't know what those would be. Maybe Esta Costa could look them up on the synonym.com.
That's great. Yeah, it's actually thesaurus.
Thesaurus? Is that what we would
Yes.
be using?
Tyrannosaurus.
Can
Rex.
you spell thesaurus?
Yes, I can.
Go.
Thesaurus.
Yes.
THASUROUS. Thesaurus.
Is that correct?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Look it up. You have your phone. You
I
have
already
your
have
phone.
task. I'm busy.
All right, I'm gonna Google.
Okay. THAR
THAR
SU
SU
ROUS. Thesaurus.
ROUS.
Oh wait, I'm on thesaurus.com. I could have
No, it is wrong.
Damn.
Thesaurus. THE SAURUS.
I was close.
Thesaurus.
I was close.
You were
Threw a
pretty
couple
close.
extra letters in
You
there and
did.
left a couple out.
But I'll tell you what, you sounded so confident.
I wanted to say like I was on the spelling bee.
I knew this what you were thinking.
Yeah.
Spelling. I really thought you were gonna say like, "Can I get the country of origin?"
Nah, I don't want to use a tired joke. You know, I'm better than that.
Oh wow. Well, I have no idea how to spell that word. So
I tried.
that's a lesson for all of us today. That's
So the
exciting.
root word of suggestion is suggest,
So
which
the
would mean
suggest
to
box.
make a suggestion.
So we're gonna. In the suggest box for me this week. Okay. This is advice that somebody in my life has been telling me a lot recently.
Nice.
And it's been the last few days where I think I've really started to realize it.
Nice.
Okay? And the advice is live in the moment.
Boom.
It's like so often we as human beings are so worried about what's coming next or what this could lead to or what the future is to hold that you forget about just enjoying like the moments right in front of you. And even G-Marie put this up on her Instagram post for Avi's 18-month birthday little celebration thing. I don't know, do you call that a birthday?
Nice.
And she said, sometimes, with 3 kids, life goes by really fast, but you need to stop and take a second and you just enjoy the moment. And it's true, you gotta live in the moment. And it's hard. It's super hard. Oh my God, I fail at it so hard. I'm always like, oh my God, what's this gonna lead to? Or is it this? Is it that?
You get anxiety.
It's
you get
true.
Anxious.
And it's hard, I think, for me. And listen, I think everybody's different in this category. But for me, it's about breathing. Like if I breathe, then I feel like I can handle whatever situation I'm in, or like that I'm moving too far ahead, and I can now take a deep breath, come back to reality, which would be being where my feet are and enjoying the moment.
Couple of really great phrases in there. And I want to comment on it. I agree with it. But I actually have to take my notepad, I'm sorry if it's the notepad's making noise, and show you
Show me.
what's in quotes for my suggestion.
What's in quotes for your suggestion? Well, I have to find
It's literally right there.
Take a breath. Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That's exciting. And just so you guys know, we don't tell each other.
No,
before
we
the
don't.
show.
No, we just know that that's what's coming up.
Wow, that's exciting.
Isn't that amazing?
That is mind-blowing.
Right?
Wow.
I know.
So why'd you say that then?
Because
the same reasons I said it?
This week was last week. So last week my suggestion was stick with it, right? You have a plan. And it's because that is what I'm telling myself right now in my execution strategy.
Sure.
Right? I'm at the stick with it moment.
Yeah.
And I was at my breaking point this week. But so anytime I need to it's getting too much, I always sit in my car and close my eyes.
Ooh.
I set my alarm for 20 minutes. Sometimes I fall asleep, sometimes I don't. But before, and I've done this a couple times, before that alarm goes off, I always get a phone call. And it always leads me out of whatever slump I'm in and back into action.
That's fantastic.
And yeah, it's pretty crazy,
Well,
actually.
you say you think that stuff into the universe, those things can start to happen.
I figure, you can't either give up or you can just take a deep breath.
Yeah.
Figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
Just close it off, and then if the right thing is supposed to happen, you'll get led whichever path is supposed to be.
100%. And in that same mindset, a Jeff Trundyism, turn the page, goes right along
There
with
you
it.
go. One of my favorites.
While you're taking that deep breath, and especially if your eyes are closed, my
Yeah.
favorite visual is taking the deep breath, eyes closed, and as you exhale the deep breath, you just see the page turn in your mind, and it's like, wow, I got a blank notebook right there. I could rewrite the day, the minute, the week, whatever I'm feeling like I'm thinking about right now that I need to turn the page on. I just turned it with that deep breath. It's out with that deep breath. The words that were on the page are gone, and we move forward.
There you go.
And it's true, but it is hard living in the moment. It's super hard. Taking a deep breath is super hard, and I think that also goes along with patience.
Dude.
Like, I think about that all the time.
What's that?
Right. Like, I don't think anyone in America is actually born with patience.
Nah, it's impossible.
I think it's a learned trait, and some people just learn it way better than others.
Yeah, you just have to practice it.
You know, because at every point in someone's life, they've been impatient.
I'm still
impatient.
Yeah.
Impatient.
Look at me when I'm hungry. I'm even less patient.
Yeah, well, isn't that...
Patience isn't even real life. If
Doesn't
I'm
that
hungry.
tell you how much about the human body, though? Like, how much food matters?
Oh, well, because it keeps you alive.
Is hangry in the dictionary?
I mean, it's in the Urban Dictionary.
So does that count?
I don't know I don't know if Webster's has picked it up yet. Urban Dictionary would have to put it on waivers at this point in the season.
and then see, or maybe make a trade.
Yeah. No, it's not in the Webster's yet.
We'll give you...
Yeah. That's really funny. Well, speaking of words,
Okay.
Based on what I know, oh wow, rookie doesn't put his phone
Doesn't
on
put his phone
silent.
Vibrate.
I owe you 10 push-ups for that.
You do, 100%.
Yes.
Which,
pre-show conversation,
as you heard in our open,
That's
Rocky
right.
believes is the best workout possible.
Yeah, there you go.
Hangry?
Is that Webster's though?
It's in the Merriam-Webster dictionary.
Wow, congratulations, Hangry, you've graduated.
It reads irritable or angry because of hunger.
Exactly.
And then here is the sentence that it gives for an example.
Outstanding.
To his credit, he knows not to drive while hangry.
Look out on roadways.
I would think, like, there could be another sentence made up for that, like, when with his girlfriend, he knows when not to talk to her. He's angry. Everyone's been there.
Either shut up or provide a bag of Skinny Pop.
And sometimes you could insert a glass of wine here, too.
Yeah, definitely.
It can go either way.
Yeah, that can be a win-win for both parties.
Yeah. I should go scroll through the Merriam-Webster dictionary to think about my urban poetry.
Listen, it's
You know
what's
what I'm
next.
saying?
I mean, you could probably find some good words that you could rhyme with.
I could maybe I could sound
Wow.
sophisticated, which I guess
That's irony.
that's such irony.
I would like to keep a tally of how many SAT vocabulary words we could use in one episode.
Oh my god, that'd be so much fun.
In a singular episode.
I really enjoy being at a prospect camp and having kids talk to me and making that joke, like say a big word, like, yeah, that's a good SAT word right there. You should write that down for later.
Yeah.
And then be like, really, coach? I'm like, no, dude. You think I know the words that are actually going to be on the SAT?
The one and only Justin Stouch, a huge proponent of using large and unnecessary vocabulary, like in random conversations at parties.
Really?
With
That's
people
hilarious.
who are listening to you around.
That's so
Yeah,
funny.
yeah. A standard one for me when I'm with Stouch, and you've heard me say it before, is I just always refer back to, oh yeah, there's some cumulonimbus formations to the southwest.
That's your favorite. Like, oh, storm's rolling in. Rocky's dropping that line.
Yeah.
And when the dad joke book on you is written at the end of your lifetime, that'll be the
Cumulonimbus
first one.
clouds, 100%.
That'll be the first one written.
So, do you think you could use cumulonimbus in a beat such as this?
Oh my god, no. But I'll hear the beat anyways.
You said no before you heard it.
Yeah, but I don't. It's a cue. Yo. It's like cumulonimbus, bro. I don't even think I can say the word.
No, don't do it. It won't work out well for you.
Go, shawty. Wait, let it go for a little bit longer. You always want to cut me off. You got nowhere to go? Yeah, let us play.
We got food here. Don't need to make any pizza. Blanco. Alright, you're good. You know this beat.
Alright.
You've literally heard it before.
I've heard it before.
It's not like. So it's gonna be like more acoustic-y. Dun, dun, and then it's gonna go into a deeper acoustic-y,
Okay.
like 13 seconds after I start.
Okay.
And that's probably when you want to start.
That's when you want me to hit it?
I'm guessing that's when you should target your drop down.
Alright. I'm going to target the drop down.
Are you prepared and ready?
I'm prepared, I think.
You're looking very flowy. Remember, don't go too much flow because you forget to
I
read.
get excited. We established that last time.
That's right. That's right.
All right.
Blanco, take, I don't know how many times we've done this. 5, 4.
Go Blanco. Go Blanco. Go Blanco. It's that urban poetry. I'm a widely vet. It's going so big, there's no regrets. Call it day by day, even step by step. We're always on the go, that's ready, set. I'm in the kitchen, they call me Chef Curry. Everybody know my haters all worried. Wide world of Rome, that's that A-Rome flow. By the time we done, everybody gon' know.
Ooh.
I feel like I had more, but I'm gonna stop it there.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to go for a second verse.
I was gonna go for a second verse. I thought about it for a quick
It looked
minute.
like you were.
And then we're in the beginning stages of this thing, and I need to get more comfortable going for a verse.
I want to
number
give
2.
you that beat again one day.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
You know what I need to get better at? And I almost want to try it again right now.
It's okay.
I got to get better at when I'm good at hearing the beat drop in the practice one.
Yes.
But then when I get ready to go in the regular one, I'm like, oh my God, the beat's about to drop.
So the people listening can't understand this. I can because I'm sitting here. So when Andrew gets excited to rap, he immediately believes that in order for him to be successful at it, he has to bounce and move like Eminem in 8 Mile at the end of 8 Mile.
So funny, just bounce up and down.
In his vision, he doesn't see me or Esta Costa or the house. He only sees the 313 at the shelter with one arm in the air going crazy.
It's 100% facts.
And that's so when you explain excitement, that's what it is.
So I honestly, you know what I need to try doing one time? I need to try rapping without doing any of those movements.
Yeah.
And I also think...
So we're going to tie your hands behind your back?
That's actually not a bad idea.
That's so funny.
I also think, and this is just my suggestion for urban poetry, if we could get songs that I don't know the words to... It throws me off sometimes because I'm like, ooh, don't go short. Oh shit, I gotta rap my own rhymes.
Jeez, guy breaks his stick and he blames it on his stick.
No.
Not how he just slashed the guy in the leg.
No, if you remember correctly, 3 weeks ago you ruled me out of using verbiage from the song.
No.
exact
I get what you're
reason.
saying. You're definitely right.
Oh, that's definitely
it's probably tough.
That's not even likable. Was it likable, Esta Costa?
I mean, I would always like it.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah.
I'm not retweeting, but I'm
No,
liking it.
I don't think I would retweet it either. Damn.
Sorry.
It's okay.
You were so close, though.
I know.
It was
so
very.
close.
It was right there.
I had that peak about a few weeks ago. I got to get back to the hill. You know, it's
Yeah.
okay.
What was the song that we used?
This is a long-term project.
Yeah,
You know,
no.
this is not short-term success here.
Listen, live in the now. That's what happened right now.
I honestly, though, I enjoyed it.
We'll take a deep breath and we'll come back next week.
Well, we'll take a deep breath when you read us some poetry rhymes right here.
Outstanding. So I wrote this poem. It's called The Best Ever.
Okay.
And I hope you enjoy it.
This is poetry, urban, rock Rome. Take whatever.
The best ever. To infinity and beyond. Call me Buzz Light. Call me Megatron. Up before the sun, then attack the day. The best ever is always ready to play. The land, the sea, and the sky. I'm the one who aims so high. You sit back, but I aggress. You play checkers, I play chess. Phil Jackson and Bill Belichick. 5-hole, bro. Just broke your neck. MVP, the Hall of Fame. Bo knows me. It's all the same. Run, skate, catch or pass. Whatever it is, I'll kick your ass.
That was honestly, that was the best one.
That was
so
think?
far. I would
Nice.
retweet it, and then later on I might tweet on that.
Yeah.
That's how fire that was.
Boom.
Wow.
That was good.
That would be like if you were doing an Instagram live, all those smiley faces would be popping up while people are watching you
Boom.
read that.
That's right.
Wow.
Felt good.
And you know what's cool is I walked in on, and again, just to tell the Romo Sapiens out there, I know he prepares before the show, but he doesn't read this to me before the show because I don't want to know. I want to get the real feel. But for this one specifically, out of all the ones I've walked in on him working on, this one did not. You didn't look comfortable writing this poem. When I
This
first walked
is
in.
draft at least 3 or 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What as a writer in your experience in the poetry field, how do you get through that writer's block?
Oh, you have to ask for feedback.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I typically let Esta Costa read, and based on her response, I'm like, crap.
She's your best critic. Like this one time she said she wouldn't even like it. And
Yeah.
I was like, okay, we got to get rid of this one.
I gave her the first draft today. She looked up. She's like, I just don't understand it.
Know your
I'm like,
audience.
oh,
But
man.
you know what? We need truth tellers. That's
Yeah,
exciting.
no, listen, I like it.
Oh, that's so
But what
funny.
came out of it is the best ever.
Yeah, that easily is the best ever. You
Yeah.
knew it. That's why you titled it that.
Yeah.
Buzz Light. I like that.
You like the start?
Yeah, like Buzz Light. So what was the sports reference before that you were talking about? The Bo Jackson one?
Yeah, when I said Bo knows me, it's all the same. Like the Bo knows.
Yep.
Like the commercial?
Yep. Yeah. I had when the minute you said Bo knows me, I'm like, oh, that's got to be what.
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
talking about.
yeah.
At first, I thought you meant the 5-hole reference,
Nah.
and then I was like, no, because I know you're a hockey fan just as much as he is.
Yeah.
So you hear the 5-hole all the
So
time.
5 holes between your legs.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
Right?
Well,
And
never mind then.
if I score on you 5-hole, you got to look down. So I just broke your neck. Kind of like how if you hit someone with a strong crossover in basketball, you can break their ankles.
Break their ankles.
Yeah.
What Dad used to say? Oh, your jock strap.
Yeah. Yeah. If you got dangled, it'd be like, I left your jock strap in the parking lot.
It's
It's a great dadism right
It is
there.
a great dadism.
That's
Oh
funny.
my
So
God.
that was fun. That was good.
We could do a full podcast on our dadisms.
Yeah, definitely.
100%.
No.
No,
Yeah.
that was good. Honestly, dude,
He's smiling right now because I know he's going to listen.
100%.
Yeah.
I don't think, though, truthfully, we could have a bad version of urban poetry.
No, there's never a
There's
bad
never a
one.
bad version.
Because it's so much fun.
100%. And honestly, people, if you're out there and you're driving in your car and maybe you just finished listening to the Rome Squared podcast, the Rome Show, the Dab Sports podcast, whatever of the wide world of Rome entities you want to be listening to, you should throw on some rap instrumentals and drop some beats yourself. Or when you do park your car, maybe grab a piece of paper and drop a 575 haiku.
Yes.
And open up your mind a little bit. I really think it would help.
It is a lot of fun.
It is. Even when you stink at it, it's actually a lot of
Yes.
fun. Because, like, if I'm envisioning the 313, but I'm not saying good rhymes, at least I got a bunch of people going wild with me.
Yeah,
you
no,
know?
exactly. That's right. That's right.
I don't know what I'm saying, but
Yeah.
everybody's bouncing their head with me.
Yeah.
Better visuals.
Yeah.
Better visuals.
Listen, I like it. It's a lot of fun. And you know what? Because I like rap music.
Yeah,
but
so
I
do I.
can't. I'm not good at the rapping. But I like how they use
Yes.
different words for different meanings and all
that's-
that stuff.
And I think that's what gets me off going back to your SAT word debate, right? It's like, for me, it's like, I want to find a way to, like, not make it sound sophisticated, but, like, use words and not just say stuff like you always make fun of me for just always dropping bars. Like, this little Blanco spitting bars. I'm driving cars.
So I actually, that's funny. I actually had a professor in college, Professor Hireman, Christine Hireman
At Delaware?
at Delaware. So I had her for it was America in the 1820s, 1880s. We talked a lot about evangelical Christianity and a rise. She wrote a book on how people used to get possessed by spirits and shit. It was
Wow.
crazy.
That is
Anyways,
very crazy.
I also had her for a U.S. history class. Best professor I ever had.
Wow.
But
I didn't think you were gonna go there
anytime,
with that.
Yes.
anytime we were in a small class discussion, I had her senior year, so it was seminar, so it was like 12 of us and
Right.
her, right? And whenever she wanted to make a point, she would look around the table and said, "You know what? That's a great point, Andrew. But you know what? Let me hum a couple bars on this one." And she would always say, "Let me hum a few bars," and that's every time you say
Wow.
bars, that's what I think about.
That's so funny. I
Right?
kind of want to start calling it humming bars.
Yeah. So let me hum, because she's like, "Hey, I got something to say." He's like, "Let me hum a couple bars on that real quick."
Yo, that's great.
Right?
All right, so from now
I thought you
on,
would like that.
When we go to urban poetry, we're humming bars.
Humming bars.
Humming bars. Hashtag humming bars.
Should we get a harmonica? That's whistling.
That- But I made the motion.
Yeah,
No one can see me
we're
make
not
the
on
motion.
camera.
Well, that's a fail.
That's funny.
We'll put that in the podcast fail.
Yeah, no doubt.
Portion of the program.
Yeah, next one we can't get a clap to load.
Yeah. Yeah. Can't have two browsers up on our cell phone.
That's right. No. Why would that be the case?
And we think we're on camera when we are not. Speaking
Awesome.
of cameras.
Yes.
Anything you've been watching outside of the Hard Knocks and the history we spoke about last week?
Honestly, no. I've actually really been into the New York Mets this week, and I know it's not the sports the show, but we've watched a lot of the Mets, and I've had to do a lot of living in the moment with work, so that's been the best thing because they just keep winning.
Yeah,
late
it's
in
exciting.
games. It's really exciting to see, and it's just a really nice feel-good story. I'm starting to get tingles of the St. Louis Blues.
Oh, yeah, I feel you on that.
Which is nice.
And for those of you that don't know, the St. Louis Blues in January
We're the worst team in the NHL.
Worst.
Literally last place.
That'd be the National Hockey League. For
One-
the Romo Sapiens that don't know.
Best league in the world by, just so you know. Best run league in the world. I know people are, I like this, I like that. You can like what you want. When you talk about management of a league, best run league in the world.
And that's just Rock Rome's opinion. You know what? So
Yeah.
take it or leave it.
That's right. What are you watching?
This is gonna be random, honestly, like so random, but it's on your history wavelength, so I think you'll appreciate
Outstanding.
it. And I think you witnessed me watching it. Okay, so Fairleigh Dickinson University Florham has a vast history with the Vanderbilts.
Vast is only 4 letters, but that is not an easy word.
SAT word. Vast.
Yes.
Okay, history. The Vanderbilts and the Twomleys, their families married and built the estate, which is the mansion on FDU's campus. So Coach Quinn sent me a video, and I was watching a 30-minute documentary on the Vanderbilt
Commodore?
mansion.
Okay.
Okay. In Florham Park.
Okay.
Okay. Florence Toomley and Florence Vanderbilt and Hamilton Toomley is who married. And that is why it's Florham Park.
Oh.
You put that
Look
together.
at that.
Pretty cool. right?
Nice.
Also found out our campus is, I think, 120-something acres. They lived on 1,200 acres worth of property. So
Pretty impressive.
if you take our campus and go about a mile down the road on Madison Ave, okay, that was called Millionaires Row.
Wow.
Madison Ave or Park Ave? Either one. I think it's Madison.
I mean, they're both worth a lot of money in Monopoly, so.
And there are underground tunnels from the mansion to different buildings on our campus.
That's awesome.
And off the campus to different places in Florham Park.
I don't know why old ancient people loved tunneling.
It's well from the Vanderbilt Toomley standpoint, especially Mrs. Vanderbilt, she was nervous because of how much money they had. She was paranoid. So she would walk, and our library is her indoor garden back in the day.
Like it.
So she would walk from the mansion on this side of campus underground to the orangery, as they called it, and that is because she was paranoid.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That is, but it's also awesome.
Very, very awesome.
I like that stuff.
Very
I would
awesome.
like to
So-
take a walk on the caves there.
You need it. Well, we found. I'm telling you, Coach Quinn did a little bit of research too, and found a potential entrance to an underground.
There's
cave
got to
on
be a
campus.
tour, right?
No.
They don't show people.
We've been told that they do store stuff underground. Does the university, but getting down there, we don't know. So I think the plan is maybe going to a friend and a security guard, overnight shift. Guy they can get you down there. But I mean, think about where they could lead though. That's my thing. If they had 1,200 acres of land,
Possibilities are endless.
Exactly. So now I'm driving.
like a
down
spider
the road.
web.
I'm driving down the road off campus. I'm like, that could have been part of it.
That's
Maybe
a tunnel.
that's what a tunnel. Yeah, 100%, 100%. So super cool. And like some other crazy stuff too. Like our science building was their garage, and they had Rolls Royces, and they had burgundy and navy Rolls Royces, which is our colors, and that's why those are our colors. And then here's the last one, and then you have to come visit.
Such great knowledge.
You have to come visit for the rest of it. This video is pretty cool. It's like
Let's
a
do it.
NewJersey.com video. The daughters built a playhouse, which is this building called the Zen, which is right next to our athletics building on campus. Well, the 4 columns in front of the Zen, you wouldn't notice it until you hear this story, are the original columns from the original playhouse building that they built in 1916.
That's awesome.
They kept those 2 columns and then built this brand new building around it.
Good deal.
So cool. And
Solid stone.
by the way, that playhouse, it only had like swimming pool and like tennis courts in there or whatever.
Nice.
Yeah. They were 6 weeks in the fall, 6 weeks in the spring. That's how much time they spent on this gigantic
Outstanding.
property. Wow. Crazy.
Listen, they could do what they wanted.
That's what I've been watching and reading a lot of history on Fairleigh Dickinson University in Florham and trying to just get so knowledgeable about it. And honestly, it's like really just super cool.
I like it.
It is.
Yeah, just
It
like
is.
I like this show.
I like this show too. This has been a great Rome Squared podcast.
It has been a lot of fun.
I'm glad we got Esta Costa back in the studios.
Same.
Thank you.
There's a lot of things that we can be doing moving into this week, living in the moment, humming bars, and dropping some 575s wherever you can.
Haiku for life.
You got anything else for the peoples before we get out of here?
Nah.
Esta Costa?
Breathe.
Ooh, take a breath. Good call, Esta Costa.
Yoga Radio Pandora money.
I'm going to take a breath and tell you the Rome Show. Special guest Rob DeToma, Monday. August 19th? No, that's a lie. August 26th.
100%
1 to
not
2
the
p.m.
19th.
HamiltonRadio.net, the Hamilton Radio app, Facebook, live.com/Andrew.Romanella. Check it out. WideWorldOfRome.com, soon to be released,
Yes.
by the way.
Ooh.
And first article up, that wonderful hole-in-one day.
Oh, nice.
First article
I
released.
think the people are going to be able to see my poems
I
up there
think the
too.
people are going to be able to see the poems up
Yes.
there too. So we are steps closer to WideWorldOfRome.com. I'm Andrew Romanella. That is Rocky Romanella.
Later.
That was Jen Esta Costa. We make up the Rome Squared podcast. We appreciate you, the Romo Sapiens. Peace.
Suave, déjame ponerme arriba, papi.
No. Me gusta así. Me gusta así. Me gusta así. Me gusta así.